Hey y'all, it's Stephen Van Kampen-Lewis, and today I want to talk a little bit about my second orchid cabinet, which is fully set up and has plants in it. And one of those plants is my Cattleya dowiana that I repotted, I don't know, I guess like a month or so ago. And I have gotten a couple requests actually in the past week for A, an update on the orchid cabinet, and B, an update on the Cattleya dowiana. And it turns out that I can answer both of those questions at the same time. So this other cabinet only has one level and is designed specifically for a handful of Cattleyas, the sort of tricky, finicky Cattleyas that don't like the big swings in temperature that happen during the winter here in Texas, and then of course during the summer here in Texas also. And specifically, like I mentioned, Cattleya dowiana is one of them. Its close relative, Cattleya warscewiczii, as well as Cattleya rex, and then some of their hybrids. I've got some really cool hybrids in there, including my Cattleya luteola by Rex, which is called Cattleya blossfeldiana. I just remembered I pollinated that one, and then I did something really dumb. So I will do 3 updates in a single video. But anyway, there's only 9 plants over there. It should go fairly quickly, but I do want to show you this cabinet. It's really cool, and it's something that you can do at home for fairly inexpensive. Anyway, let's go look. This is a different cat. Certainly not a Cattleya, but also still worth having around the house. And this is my Cattleya cabinet. Like I said, specifically for these sort of finicky ones. This is, my wife is tutoring kids over here, so that's some of her stuff stacked up for the summer. This is a rootstock cabinet, just like the one that I have over here, but is only useful for one level, like I said. So what I'm going to do is leave this open and close this one for now. And you can see this is a Macpar. Oh, I still have the tag there, so you can see that. Everything in here is from, well, not everything, but most of the things in here are from IKEA. So this is a boot rack. This is a boot mat. This is Leca. And I actually got that from IKEA as well. And then I've added these shelves, and the company that I got these from, it looks like they went out of business like the week after I got these in the mail. But you can buy these on Etsy or on Amazon. Just look for IKEA cabinet acrylic shelves or IKEA plant cabinet acrylic shelves, and I suspect that'll get you what you need. But so, this is Cattleya hardiana. This is one of my smaller ones, which is getting large. Of course, it is dowiana by warscewiczii. And then I have this one over here, which got hit with mites a while back. And I might need to treat it again, actually. Looks like there's a snail right there. I don't know if you can see it next to my thumb. It's a former snail now. And this is actually a really cool hybrid. This is a primary called MJ Quintal. It's Nobilior by Prestens, and it's been blooming for about a month, maybe even 6 weeks actually. So it's still going. The colors have faded a bit, but boy, this thing is still in really, really good condition. And you can see it's absolutely flat as a pancake. Oh, my cat's getting in there. It's probably going to cause problems. But this will go back outside soon. I really only brought this inside to protect it from the elements. I'm glad I did. The next time this blooms, I will definitely take it to be shown and judged. This is Cattleya triumphans, and you can see this one got hit by mites not too long ago also. Triumphans, of course, is Rex by dowiana. So I'm excited for that to bloom again. This is that dowiana that I repotted. I'm going to pull that out and do a closer look here in a sec. The cat has gotten himself trapped in here, so let's get him out. This is warscewiczii cerulean that I got a while back as a compound from H&R Orchids. I'm pretty sure that these will bloom on these growths here. And these growths are, that means they'll bloom next spring or early summer. And I say these, there's two of them. There's this one and this one. This is my hardiana that I have shown photos of the blooms and is absolutely stunning. I was planning to get it judged this year when it was blooming, but then it rained. We had a freak rainstorm that I was not expecting, a day or two before I was going to take to judging, and then those nice white petals and sepals got all mucked up and spotted, so they weren't scoreable anymore. So I'll have to wait till next year. You can also see some spots. I don't know if these are active. So these are scale, and they may have been scale from when this one was outside. I think these actually are active. So I will take these outside and spray them down to get the scale off. Probably hit it with some spinosad or some insecticidal soap, and that usually knocks them back, and that should be fine. I haven't treated these in a while, so it's okay that they've got a bit of an infection. And when you only have 9 plants, take them all outside to hit them with insecticide is pretty easy. This is a Cattleya Rex that I got from my friend Charles, actually, not too long ago. He had an extra one. He got an order, I think, from Equihenra, and I traded him one of my nice ones, and he gave me this Rex. So it's adapting to the northern hemisphere. It's a little skinny. You can see there's some wrinkling on the leaves there, but I think I got this potted up just before it was starting to put out new roots. So I'm hoping that it perks up soon. And then this, of course, is my Blossfeldiana. And I had these stunning flowers coming out of here, and I made a whole video about this one, how I pollinated it with this particular hardiana. So my cross that I was going to do was hardiana by this Blossfeldiana, and I was so excited. What I did is, that was dumb, and why you don't see a spike forming here, is that in June, I went to Montana. I went to Big Sky, Montana, and my wife and kids were there a little earlier than I was, so I was scrambling to get the house in order so that when we all came home, it would be nice and clean. And I just mindlessly wasn't thinking, and I happened to see that there were some fading flowers in this plant, so I came through and snipped them off. I didn't think anything of it until I got home and realized that I had cut off the pollinated spike of this cross. So I don't know what to tell you. It was just a dumb, boneheaded move on my part, and now I don't have this cross going. So I'm hoping that it'll put out a new growth and then another new bloom spike, maybe this year. We'll see. I don't know. As the plant gets bigger, it is a primary hybrid. I do anticipate it to bloom more than once per year. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to happen, but we'll see. I did save some pollen from this hardiana. So if this one does bloom again, it's getting pollinated, and I will put a tag on it so that I don't accidentally just cut it off. Anyway, let's take a look at this dowiana real quick and see how it looks. All right, so I moved the 2 larger plants out of the way. Actually, that gives you a chance to see this really cool acrylic cabinet that just pops in here. It's really, really fancy, and I like the holes in it. So it drains pretty well. But this is the dowiana that I repotted, and it looks really great. The problem with potting in clay is you can't really see the roots, of course, except for the ones that are here on the surface. This one's got a black tip for some reason, or a black edge, but that's okay. There's another one back there that seems to be doing pretty well. Ultimately, the incredible health of this young, near blooming size seedling, I guess it's probably a year or 2 away from blooming, means that the root system is doing really well. So you can see that the roots there on top are still a little damp, but ultimately the media is dryish. So I'm currently, I watered these yesterday. So this is exactly what you want to see. The media is rapidly drying. The roots are still a little damp, and that's perfectly fine for a Cattleya the day after it is watered. I guess that's really the only update that I have for this one. It's not a whole lot to show. I'm hoping that in the ensuing, I don't know, maybe month or two, a lot of those roots that I put into here will grab the side of the pot and start crawling out the top, much the same way that it was exploding out of its previous pot. But we'll see. You know, dowiana is a tricky species. It can be fairly temperamental. So as these ones all grow up, we'll do a lot of updates actually. And then this one, of course, will go back outside, and that'll free up some space here. I don't think I'm going to purchase any more plants for this cabinet. It's pretty much maxed out already. As you can imagine, you know, all of these plants, well, maybe not so much that one, but most of these will get significantly larger and take up more space. And then as they do, I'll pull these acrylic cabinets out. Anyway, hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later.